Hey guys, so I just got back from Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I know that's a mouthful of a fucking title. I definitely one of the movies I was looking forward to a lot this summer. Out of hell between this movie coming out this weekend and then next weekend with Oppenheimer and Barbie. I mean, yeah, like got two great fucking weekends coming up. And then on top of that, I got to see this like a couple days in advance of on a Wednesday. They decided to release it a couple days early. I think it originally was supposed to come out Friday. I'm kind of glad that they pushed it forward a couple days because I I could have gone and seen it Friday, but I work at like 5:30 in the morning to 5:30 in the afternoon, and I usually get when I on Fridays I'll get off of work and then go to the movies. But I don't know if you don't know this or not, but this movie's like 2 hours and 43 minutes, and usually when I go to the movies after work, I want it to be a short movie. This is not a short movie, so I was glad I got to see it on a Wednesday. Um, as far as my opinions on like the other ones, if I have reviews for Fallout and Rogue Nation on this channel, and I remember, yeah, if you don't know my opinions on those ones, I love those fucking two movies. I thought they were really good. I really, it's been, I, it's very rare that I go back and watch movies, modern day movies again, uh, for second viewings. So I can't remember how much of it I love, but I remember loving those movies. I remember loving Fallout. I remember really liking Fallout. This is one of the series that's interesting in that it's kind of like the Fast and Furious franchise. I know that's a weird comparison, but whatever. In that it started off not so great, but then as the series went along, it got a lot fucking better. From like Ghost Protocol to this one, like you've had like it's a wide gap between those movies and then what they started out with. I remember like I don't the first one I was looking at I was looking back as like when the fuck did the first one come out? It's like it was 96. I'm like so I was 8 years old when the first one came out. That's how long ago that movie came out. I cannot believe it. And I'm 35 now. And I'm like, God, I feel old. And holy shit, how this series has lasted this long and had the same star throughout the whole thing. That's incredible. Um, and like I said, I thought the first three were not the greatest. I remember the first. It's been a while since I've seen the first one. I remember it being too convoluted. I think it was too convoluted, but also I was 8 years old when it came out, so I don't know. Maybe if I watch it again, maybe I'll like it better. But then, like I said, as I've grown to watch all the other ones, I've enjoyed from especially Protocol to this up to this point. From Fallout, Protocol or Ghost Protocol to Fallout, I've enjoyed the hell out of. So I was looking forward to this one. It was same director. I mean, it's had like it took a while for this movie to be made, obviously, and this is obviously like this is being billed as like a part one of a two-part finale of the Mission Impossible series. This is going to be the next one that comes out next year is going to be the finale of the series, or at least Ethan Hunt's character, I guess. So, as far as this one, what did I think? I liked it. I liked it a lot. I had a lot of fun watching this movie. The movie's getting like a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know if it deserves that much of a high praise because this movie does. I do have some problems with it, but I did love it. I did like it a lot. It was definitely one of the better action movies of the year. Definitely. Um, is it like the greatest action movie ever made? Now, I like. I still like stuff like I saw John Wick 4 earlier this year. I fucking honestly going off what I remember of John Wick 4, and that's still fresh in my mind. I like that movie better, but this movie is really fucking good. Like it is like in close. I would say in close second. Um, I what word I say as far as the praise? Tom Cruise is great. I mean, I don't know what I think at this point he could do this role in his sleep. The guy is fucking insane. this, like, say what you will about Tom Cruise, the person. I've said this a million times. But goddamn, is he entertaining as hell? And one crazy motherfucker. That is definitely a fucking fact. Just like every time you see this character do a crazy stunt, you're like, I guarantee you that's fucking Tom Cruise, including that. I mean, every Mission Impossible movie at this point has been like sold on what new crazy shit is Tom Cruise going to do, which is the one that's being advertised is him driving off that fucking cliff and going off a cliff and jumping into a parachute onto a fucking speeding train, which I'm sure is well, they got around the whole speeding train and how he get, but like, yeah, he didn't legit get on a fucking speeding train, but he was legit. He was. You know that's him fucking doing that stunt of him jumping off a cliff. That's fucking incredible, dude. That guy has balls. Say what you will about him as a person. He has balls. He is not afraid to just go all out with these movies. And that makes the movies even more fun. And goddamn, he's also a charming and likable actor. Again, it's like you have to try to like kind of take out that Tom Cruise has some very questionable opinions and thoughts and does like Scientology. I've said this a million times. If Tom Cruise were to denounce Scientology, his public image would be rejuvenated again. It would. I guarantee it would. I don't know if it'll ever happen. Probably not. But who knows? Like, this fucking point, who the fuck knows? There's been people that have left Scientology. That would be a huge blow to Scientology if they lost Tom Cruise. But yeah, like I still like the guy as an actor, man. It's like he's such a good actor. He makes a goddamn good. He made one of the best movies last year, Top Gun Maverick. He did a really good job with this. And I also liked Haley Atwell. I thought she was really good and really likable and held her own in this movie. Even though her character is kind of like falls under some female stereotypes where she's a terrible driver. She's a very terrible driver in this movie. You can't not fucking apparently. Other than that, I liked her character a lot. I thought her character was really fun as this person who's like a criminal or like a pickpocketer who gets involved in this crazy plot that they're involved in because she's trying to sell this MacGuffin key to the highest bidder and shit like that. She don't really know what this thing is and how powerful this thing is. Haley Atwell is really awesome. And honestly, I don't know if this is where they're going, but I wouldn't be, by the way this movie kind of hints at where it's going as far as the last movie, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to continue the Mission Impossible series without Ethan Hunt, but now have Haley Atwell in it. If they did that, I'd be fine with that. So I thought she was fine in this movie, really good in this movie, and I liked her character. I like her as an actress, so I'd be on board for that. I know there's probably a portion of the internet that probably throw a fucking fit, and every time a female actress is cast in usually a predominantly male role, but whatever. Fuck those people. The action set pieces are fucking great. Like, as you expect with every Mission Impossible movie, the action set pieces are awesome. I love that fucking car chase in Venice. That was great. Like, that whole scene was awesome. Like, I like there's moments in the movie where it'll just be no music. Especially that scene where he gets just basically when he flies off a cliff from a bike, and that scene I was talking about, there's like no music. And you just get this marvel in this insane stunt and fucking Tom Cruise does. If there is a problem I have with this movie, I guess my main thing is the the basically the threat of this movie is a thing that's been done to death and kind of just something I'm tired of seeing in action movies. So let's talk about the big thing that is like supposed to finalize this whole series, and that is the big threat that like is gonna that garnered this movie to be split into two parts. So the thing, big MacGuffin, the big threat in this movie is an AI system called the Entity. How original. Uh, uh, who was like, I think was programmed by operatives or some shit like that, but then went rogue. So I guess it's like Ethan Hunt. I think that's what it's supposed to say, is that it's Ethan Hunt, but in AI form, and went rogue and went sentinel, or what the fuck is that word? I don't know. Sentinel, uh, sentient. Sorry, sentient. There you go. It went sentient, and it started doing its own fucking thing. And the whole plot of this movie is a key, them trying to find a key to basically be able to control this thing that can also uh, tell the future. I don't know how that fuck that works. I guess you could go say, well, there's, it just kind of does probability of events happening or something like that. Like it just goes by probability, computes probability of events happening. I don't know. Whatever. It's one of those things. It's one of those things where they keep telling you, well, if this is put in the wrong hands, we're all fucked. Basically, one of those movies. I don't know how many action movies I've seen this with this kind of plot. It's always some kind of MacGuffin, some kind of dangerous device that if it's in the wrong hands, we're all fucked. It's good. Like, I don't know if I'm the only one who's getting tired of that plot. Can we come up with something original for action movies for once? Like, something, please? And I'm like, this is the thing that is gonna carry the next two movies? I'm like, alright, sure. And it's kind of almost, it gets a little too convoluted. There's points I'm like, I felt like I had to take fucking notes of like, okay, this thing is AI that is sentient, that can foresee the future, that controls people, can control, hear things, control computer. I'm like, what the fuck is like? Okay, there's too much going on with this fucking movie. Like, goddamn, like with this fucking plot AI thing that just seems convenient. A lot of shit sometimes seems convenient too at the same time, um, for plot convenience. But I'm like, yeah, like I said, I still enjoyed it, and also I don't get mad with some of the absurdity with this AI. Again, like it telling the future or something, being able to tell the future and shit like that. Because this is a franchise that's just fucking ridiculous as it is. This is a franchise that still has that weird fucking thing that they continuously do, right? Where they're able to make face masks of random people and be able to blend in as this person and use their be able to use their voice, mimic their voice perfectly. Whatever, like, but like, so when I see some weird ass AI that kind of is ridiculous, I don't really bat much of an eye. It doesn't bother me that much. All right, I'm not gonna get bad about it, but it's like it is. I am tired of seeing the same plot of action movies where there's just this fucking device that under the wrong hands, we're all fucked. And can we come up with something original? That's all I'm asking. Like, god damn it, man. I thought I knew which direction it was going to go, as far as, there's going to be a kind of a cliffhanger. There is. I thought they were going to go in one direction, but then they kind of tricked me, to say the least. I figured, like, that somehow the bad guys would win or something like that. It doesn't exactly go that route, but where our heroes are in danger. It doesn't go the route like a Fast 10. Like, this is not the first movie to end on a cliffhanger like Fast 10. And, although I don't know, I know a lot of people that were pissed about Fast 10 because apparently they didn't know that there was another one coming out. So, like, when they saw the Fast 10, they're like, what the fuck? Like, they're like, why did you end this movie on a fucking cliffhanger? Like, well, there is another one. They're like, oh, really? Like, at least this one, they tell you up front that there is a new one, another one coming out. So I'll give you that. Um, yeah, I liked the movie. I liked the movie a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun. Not my favorite action movie of the year, definitely not. But I liked it. Like I said, I like absurd action movies. I have no problem with absurd action movies. My favorite action movie of the year was John Wick 4, where I saw Keanu Reeves get thrown down a fucking flight of stairs and survive. But it's when he gets shot with a bullet, does he die? Which he's gotten shot with bullets a million fucking times in that franchise, and somehow one bullet just kills him. Sure. Or, well, I don't know if he's spoiler. Well, by the way, spoiler alert if you haven't seen John Wick 4, which apparently there's gonna be a John Wick 5, so I don't think he is dead now. So fuck it, whatever. So because we can't end this franchise because you just can't let a good thing die. Apparently, I don't know. Yeah, hopefully I recommend Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. I liked it a lot. I'm looking forward to part 2 when it comes out next year. I'll definitely, hopefully, still doing reviews. But until then, I will talk to you guys later.